Guys,
Okay,
we have another bot, and the bot's performing very similar. So in order to diversify and lower our risk, go ahead.
Today, I'm not going to explain about the bot because I've done that already. And the reason why I want this call is that for the people who have been signing up, I want them to understand how this bot works and how do we position this bot in the market and how do we work together with AI at the same time. And it's working really well for us right now in Asia. So this is what I want to let the team know. So if there are people that who haven't heard about this bot, please go back to your sponsor or the leader, so they will explain to you. So today I'm going to only talk about where we left off last time, right? So I think it'll be because we don't have that much time. Yeah, and also I want to answer some questions for the people who have any questions. Yeah, so okay, so I'm gonna share my screen.
Yep.
Dawn. Okay, wait. All right. Okay, so hang on a minute. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, so this is it used to call the Oxbot, but now it has changed the name to the Pangaea bot.
They rebranded.
Sorry, yes, they rebranded. My video and I'm sharing it again. So, as I have explained before, that it was, I think, the start of March when we have encountered this, and it's a totally different strategy on comparing to all the other bots brands we have seen in Asia. So currently, no one is using the same strategy as them, and for the past maybe a month and a half. All I can say is that this is growing a lot faster than AI. And the reason is, this is something that I want to explain. And I'm hoping that for the people who have joined the call last time, you guys can try to understand where we're coming from. Because we believe that this will be one of the biggest competitors with AI. So rather to compete with them, why don't we decide to cooperate together? So currently, in my team, and as a team in Asia, now there are people that are only interested in doing AI. There are people that are interested only doing the Pangaea bot. There are people that are doing both at the same time. But since they are all leaders, so I respect them on how they want to promote it. So for me, I'm just giving them the opportunity to choose whether to take this on board or not. So this is not something that everybody have to join or have to buy in. This is just something that I'm hoping that, because I've seen good results, so I want everybody to understand where we're coming from. Okay, so to start with, first I want to show you that the reason why I asked Ken to gather people on this call is that because they will be having Coinbase Pro as an exchange option within 1 week. So I know that people are asking for the US exchange, right? Okay, so they are coming up with the Coinbase Pro maybe sometime next week. So this is something that we can expect. If not next week, then next week. So it will be a very short period of time. But for AI, I still don't have a confirmed date yet. Okay, so this is the first thing that I want to tell everybody. And the second thing is that this is a $10,000 account that have been traded on Huobi. It's compared with AI, the returns, daily profit we don't see it as that high. when there's a bull market. When the market is strong, it's going up, May AI produce more profit. But we have, when was the time that the market dropped? The market crashed.
It was about April 23rd or 24th, I believe.
Okay, so here is the April 23rd and 24th, the date that the market dropped, and the bot is still performing good. And the reason why April 25th is only $5 is because they stopped the bot for like nearly one whole day, because they were they are implementing one of what I say, a killer strategy that will kill all the strategy right now in the bot market, right? So, but then it just came back up. Okay, so I think I started with, at the 1st of April, my account was around 5,000. And then I added another 5,000 on the 13th or 14th. So you can see that the income, the trading profit is quite steady. It's not like AI where it goes very high, you know, some people getting 1%, 2%, 3%. This is just very, very steady. A very steady 0.4, 0.5, sometimes 0.8, 0.9, or even 1% a day. But no matter whether it's a bull market, whether it's a correction market, it still keeps providing profits. And in my hobby account, even though in the correction, my USDT, I still 10,000. So I had like on the 24th, my USDT still have around 3,000 that are not used. Okay, so, and they are still providing profit. So, and the reason is because they are not using the martingale strategy. Their strategy is totally different. Okay, so this is what I want to show first. So just want to tell everybody that even though for this one, what we have seen is that people, because how should I explain it? I think it was
just 1 second. You have to admit some people in the room. And actually, I forgot to record too.
Sorry, guys. I had a couple leaders just saying that he couldn't get in the room. Thanks, guys. It's Peter.
That's okay, Peter. Thank you. Paul, I'm going to reclaim the host and record.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead, Paul. Yeah. They're asking.
Okay. Yeah. So this is what we have seen, and the reasons, and because of this reason, for since the correction on the 23rd and 24th, there are more people first jumping from Med AI to Pangaea. When I say jump, it's not actually
not leaving Med AI.
No,
just open up new accounts with this new bot.
They are diversifying their funds, so they will still leave some in Med AI, because there are coins that they want to play around with. For example, Cake, for example, Dodge, for example, XRP. These are the, so, but because the Pangaea bot, they are designed as a hedge fund. So the owner, there are two owners. One owner is actually the head of the the head programmer. So he is the guy that actually programmed the whole thing, the AI. Okay, so he's one of the owner. The other owner is head of the marketing, right? So these guys know what they're doing. They've been building this bot for 3 years. They've tried different strategy, and they think they found the best one. Okay, so, and we've tried it for a month and a half, and what we found is that a lot of people are actually building up more funds in Pangaea than Med AI. This is just the results or reflection that we got from the market. We are promoting both at the same time.
For you guys that just entered the room, if you weren't on the leadership call 3 or 4 weeks ago when we discussed another bot that we have been testing, guys, this is a way for us to hedge. This bot here has performed beautifully during the market correction. And you can see starting on the 23rd, 24th, right around the time of the market correction, scroll up, Paul, and people are, because of the market correction, are hedging themselves by investing their money with another bot connected to it. You have to open up a different exchange account. And but are you using Binance or Huobi?
For this one, I'm using Huobi.
Okay.
Yeah, and I said Coinbase Pro will be out in a week or two, so in the very near future.
Yeah, they're going to be opening up Coinbase Pro for this for those of us that are in the U.S. And that's happening very quickly. So that's go ahead. So that's a big another reason why we are looking at this. This is for sure. It is happening. So go ahead.
Because at first I asked them that put Kraken in, and they had a research on it, and they decide that why don't we use the third largest exchange in the world? I said, okay, it's fine. As long as there's a US exchange, I don't really care. Okay.
Right.
So, and the reason why this will be a it will be a confusing for our team members is that the coins that we can trade with Pangaea are only 15. And there's
only 15 coins that we can trade with.
And the reason there are only 15 because they have been back tested for a few months before they think that this coin will be here for the long term. Remember, they are building this as a hedge fund. So for a hedge fund, we are not looking for daily profit. They are looking for like a quarterly or even yearly, like a long-term profit, a long-term investment. So they are very careful about the coins that they choose to be trading with. So that's why we have people that are using both at the same time, because some people, they put a lot of like 70, 60, or even 80% of their fund in Pangaea to, play it safely for long term. And the other 20% or 30%, they use AI. So they can trade with Dodge. They can trade with, those dodgy, volatile coins.
And let me ask you this. How much is this averaging a month, Paul?
It's the same, 10 to 15. 10 to 30% a month.
10 to 30% a month. And you said they upgraded it on the a few days ago when you only had $5. They shut it down. The upgrade, you said, you made a comment about the upgrade. That.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So that is something that I'm going to get into after this.
Okay.
Because the reason why this is expanding so fast is also the other reason is the setting of the bot is a lot easier. So once we link to the API, all we do is go to this page. We select the coin that we want to trade with. We enter the amount. Each coin, the minimum position is 1,000 USDT. Okay, so 1,000 USDT. So that is why Pangaea won't be for everyone, because for the people who want to have a good result with Pangaea, we suggest he needs at least 3,000 USDT to start with. So meaning that he'll be choosing 3 to 4 coins to trade with. So it's unlike Map AI, where people can start with 1,000. For here, even though they can start with 1,000, but if they only have 1,000, I would suggest that they use Map AI because they will see better results. For here, they will need at least 3,000 to start with. And so once they choose their position, they just choose one of the strategies, for example, balanced, and they click on activate trading, then it's done. Everything will be set and everything is automatic. And here are the coins that I've been trading with. And here are the profits that I have earned today. The bot has earned today. Okay, so and in these trades, we can see all the details. When the bot buy the coin, enter the market, when it's sold, what price is sold, and we can compare it to the price chart. So once you compare to a price chart of 5 or 15-minute chart, you'll see that, okay, this bot is doing quite a good job. They buy at a good position and they sell at a good position. So that's what we have experienced. Okay, so So, okay, so the new strategy, why we think that this will be a killer strategy is that, okay, remember, when we enter this market, since if the market is at a very high price and we bought some positions, then the market drops. For MatBot, it double down, right? And then waiting for the market to rise back up and then sell the whole position. Here for Pangaea, they don't double down, right? They have each position is independent to one another. So the bad part is that if we enter the market at a very high point and if the market suddenly turns bear, so we have a position at the top getting stuck. For example, here, on the 1st of April for Filecoin, the bot bought a position at $234, right? 9 o'clock at 1st of April. Then the market start to drop, right? And now Filecoin is around 150. So I have a position at the top that got stuck. And this can only be closed when the Filecoin rise back up to 234 and above before the bot will actually sell with profit. Otherwise, we will be just holding the coins. So on that day, on the 25th of April, they did something very cool. Can you guys see on the 27th of April, the bot bought 2.2 Filecoins with $152 at 8:42 a.m. On the 30th of April, the bot sold the position at 10:30 a.m. at the price of 158. And the amount that is sold is 2.2553 instead of the 2.2035. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So what does this mean? This means that they are using the profits at the lower end, like right now, and they are selling the positions at the top. The top where my first position is bought at 234. So the original position is not actually 0.1. It's more than 0.1. I think it was 0.2 or something. So they are using a part of the profit to actually lower down the position we have at the top. Can you guys understand?
Yeah,
It's a bit confusing.
Here.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. So this way we won't be afraid of the bear market, even though if the bear market came, even if it came tomorrow, it doesn't really matter because the bot will still be buying low, selling high, buying low, selling high, but they will use part of the profit to lower down our position at the top. So basically, it will free up our USDTs. So we are able to having more USDT to get into the market again. So the position at the top will be closed out.
Which
I know my English is not that good. So
it's okay. The bottom line is it equates to higher profit for all of us.
Yes.
That are
for example, see
here, bot, it's going to give us even higher profits.
So here on the 27th of April, here is another example at the top two. So it bought 2.2449 of Filecoins at $149. Then it's sold at $153. But the selling position is 2.2963. So the additional Filecoin that was sold is actually coming from the top position here. where I bought at the very high price at 234. So it keeps lowering every time I close it. It's actually lowering down my top position that has been stuck at a very high price. So meaning that my money is stuck there. It's holding it, even though it's holding it. But if the market is not going back up, then it will be holding it for a long time.
Right.
Yeah. So this is the only bot that we know on the market. You have this strategy. So what we think is, okay, this is perfect because now we are very, very sure that even if the bear market came, we don't need to worry about it.
And it already showed that. For you guys that came into the room, this is a new bot. We introduced it to the leaders about 3.5, 4 weeks ago. Some of us have been using it, and it's produced right through the correction in the market. So it's a way for us to hedge. I'm getting the message that the meeting is going to close in 10 minutes. So this is a new meeting room, guys, that I just created and did not get a chance to upgrade it yet. I've just been too busy. So so anyways, guys, yeah, this is going to close in 10 minutes. Paul, did you want to have anything? Did you have anything else you wanted to share?
So my last thing is that this is what I have right now. My team, mostly in Asia, 1,000 people that already activated. So it's only 50 people less than ManAI, and is growing a lot faster than ManAI right now in Asia. And the reason is because it's a lot safer, a lot easier to install. But a lot of us still using both. So here, this is where how we position both bots. For the people who only have $1,000, they start with ManAI. They have no money to diversify, so they focus there. For the people who have money to trade, for example, 10,000, then they can decide whether they want to 50-50 on both bots, or they want 70-30. 70% on a safer play with Pangaea, 30% play around with ManAI, where it can provide more profit. And the reason I want to show this picture is that for Pangaea today, the community profit is 9,533, but for ManAI, the community profit is 13,000. So meaning when the market is going up, ManAI still produce better profit. And the reason is because we are able to trade with more coins at once. And some of the coins are very volatile. Doge, Cake, these are the coins that Pangaea bot doesn't provide. So that's why we're using both, right? Okay, so
let me share real quick too. The comp plan is exactly the same. This company is trying to compete with ManAI, and so we're going to have the opportunity to really own the competition here in the Western Hemisphere, guys. And the other thing is because the comp plan is the same, what you want to do is you want to go to your upline, and they'll give you the link. But Paul, can you share the last thing about the token so that everybody is aware?
Okay, so before the 20th of May, people who have already activated ManAI, they will be given a free token, meaning that it will waive the yearly fee with the Pangaea bot of $100. So they don't need to pay. They can join this for free. But they have to deposit at least $100 in fuel into the bot first. So meaning that showing the company that they are willing to start a trade to try the bot. That is why before the 20th of May, people can join for free. Fuel
with the token. You have to put $100 in the fuel.
Yes. So top is the fuel. Fuel meaning the fuel for the bot, meaning the 20% that will be deducted from this fuel wallet.
Same situation as Matt. Matt asks us to put 50. This company's asking us to put 100 in. And then once the 100 is in, you can get a token for 1 free year. And their bot is $100 annually. And just not to cut you off, Paul, but if this meeting stops, I'll just reopen the meeting. Everybody come back in and we'll continue. Okay?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm nearly finished. Yeah. So what we have seen is that a lot of people, especially for the people who are not very computer literate or very new to the crypto space, even though sometimes they compare like AI is producing more profit, but they are more willing to promote the Pangaea bot because the setup is easy and everything looks easier. Even though now it's an app version, so we have to download an app to actually control the bot. So within the 3 weeks time, they will have the web version available as well.
Oh,
because yeah, so they are actually moving quite fast. And yeah, so for the language part, just go back and then add the backend, and they have some of the most important language already translated, even though the translation is still Google translated, but yeah, it's still understandable. Yep. So yeah, basically this is it. So what we have seen is that people are not confused when they are provided with both bots. And for the people that are already in the team and MetaAI, they have an opportunity to try this bot for free for a year. And when people experience another big corrections, they will know, how to utilize their funds, how to move their funds. And most people will decide by themselves, they will put most of their fund in the Pangaea rather than AI, because people don't like to see themselves get stuck. So this is something that we have experienced for our past 2 months with the bots. Yeah, so AI is still good. It's evolving.
But Paul, it's
Yeah.
Peter. Just a quick note. We got the new 2.0 version where it will help when market dips anyway. So we haven't really tested that part yet, right? For MetaAI.
Yeah. Yes. So that is something that we have to wait. We are, and this is something that we are still observing. Oh, the one other thing that I'm very happy about Pangaea is that I have done basically zero customer service with Pangaea. Zero. Meaning, like, I get message from, oh, why is this message coming up? Why this email doesn't work? Why this withdrawal cannot work? I have never experienced this with Pangaea. So no glitches with Pangaea comparing with MetaAI. So these are the things that I'm very blank with you, because you guys are leaders. You guys are facing the field, and you can decide, which one can build our team the quickest and also save us a lot of time on answering all those small questions. Right. So most of my time right now is actually on MetaAI because of all these small glitches that I have to go back and forth. For Pangaea, everything just grew automatic. I haven't even talked to the owner for a week because everything is working so smoothly.
Yeah.
So it's actually 2 sources of income, and there will be people that would rather use Pangaea than MetaAI. So this is something that if you guys try to talk to the team, you will see, there are 2 different markets in the in the trading world. Some people will love the Pangaea idea, easy, no setting problem, no parameters. They don't want to look at the chart. They just want to set it and forget it. Pangaea is the one. Some people who love to look at the chart, they will prefer MetaAI more. So these are the 2 markets that we have seen right now with the crypto.
You're exactly right. It's so, and Bernard put something in there too that said diversification lowers risk, guys. So
yes.
Yeah. So
awesome. So right now, all I can say is that currently we have the 2 best bots. What I mean 2 best bots is with different strategy. So Matt with Pangaea and the new mix strategy is
All right, guys, everybody's coming back in.
Hi, Ken.
Hey, awesome.
Okay, so what I was saying that we have the two base spots currently. Man AI with martingale strategy, with the new mix strategy is, number one right now. Nobody can compete with Man AI within the martingale strategy side. Pangaea, they don't have a competitor at all. Nobody can copy Pangaea because they built this for 3 years. They have big data, a database behind them for the bot to actually do what it does. So if people want to come up with something like Pangaea, they will need another three years. So these are the two base bots currently on the market, and we all have it in our hands. Now is all we need to decide is how are we going to promote it, and we don't want to confuse our team. So I think this can be discussed, and we can create a different group apart from the main AI group. So we don't want the new people to be confused. And yeah, so this is something that I want you guys to understand. The most important thing is the new strategy that Pangaea put in place. How we can get ourselves off the top position that, the bot bought and then the market went down. So I think this is something very unique. It's something that we have never seen, even with the, very expensive expensive bots that is not MLM. It's just pure bots. They don't have this kind of strategy. So we have people that are paying like 1,000 or 2,000 a year for using that other bot. They are now moving into Pangaea because of this strategy. Yeah. So, yep. So this is from me. Any questions?
Yes. My name is Chase, and I come from the network marketing arena. Most of the people that are coming behind me, I'm learning this as I'm coming through the pandemic. I'm a financial strategist and used to giving presentations, was where my paychecks was coming from. Pandemic obviously changed all of that. So this is all new to me. And I have a few excellent people who I'm following into this, and that's what got me to here. But I have a group of people who are completely green to the whole blockchain and cryptocurrency arena. So with introducing people to this, my thing is they'll do what I ask them to do. And even going into this, as long as it's step by step by step, and since everything is green, as long as they can walk through it, they'll be easy. So in introducing them to both of these, if I'm dealing with a group of completely green people, what would be your suggestion on which one I introduce them to and the amount I should tell them to get started within this? Because they'll be looking at it more from a network marketing. This is what I have to put in, and these are the type of results I can expect. So out of these two, I'm telling these people, first you get into this, then you diversify into that. From which one of these is best for the green person?
That's a very good question. And also they all have MLM experience, right? They are the leaders of the MLM. Yes. Okay. So this is what we have also seen in the past month. With these kind of people, with this new people into the blockchain and who are leaders in the MLM world, we have tested by like sitting down, explaining thoroughly about the both bots, the strategies, how the comp plan works, etc. So this is the feedback. They decide they would diversify into two, but they will focus on building Pangaea bot. And the reason is they need to teach them about parameters. Everything is just click, 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 enter, and then everything is automatic. That's the first part. Second part, even though it's not like 3% a day, sometimes when we get from AI 2 or 3% a day, but it's stable, it's steady. And for most people who doesn't understand blockchain, 10% a month for them is really, really, really good.
Yeah, the profit margins in this world are insane compared to what they're anywhere
Yes.
used to even
Yes.
considering. So
Yes.
that's not a problem. It's anything that along those lines is beautiful to them, but it's a matter of, because of the volatility of the network marketing industry and what happened with the pandemic, everybody's real cautious about what they want to do with their money, and they want to be able to see stuff because you're in this world, you're putting your money in, and you're not getting that tangible product or service in your hands. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
it's what
Exactly.
allows them to see the best.
Yes. Yeah. So to see the best, Pangaea.